What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and a lot of people have requested me, Squeaky, what I think the best plays for regionals are, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry, Expanded Thursday is still here. It really hasn't changed that much since, like, Steam Siege has been announced. I mean, we got, like, Volcanion, Pokemon Ranger, Special Charge, what's that grass bug Pokemon thing? That one world, Young Mega. I don't know why I forgot Young Mega. But to me, I think one, if not the strongest deck still in Expanded is Night March until Karen comes out. Once Karen comes out, the game will change drastically, whichever one you want to use, I don't care. But Night March, Gallade, Marowak. Yes, we're playing Marowak and Gallade in our deck. Now, this actually was brought to me by Stefan Eriksson. I was like, yo, man, I got a league challenge. What should I play? And he was like, play Night March with Marowak and Gallade, duh. And I was like, alright, man, I believe you. So that's what we're playing. And this is the actual list I used for the league challenge 2 weeks ago where I got double second. If you watch those videos, if you haven't watched this league challenge, links are going to be down below to the playlist of 2 league challenges where I do play Night March. We do see it a couple times, and it's a really, really good deck, and I do like it a lot. Now, we know what this deck does. We know Night March does 20 damage times the number of Pokemon you discard while they have Night March. Night March has Pumpkaboo, Lampent, and Joltik. But the things here that are different is we play Gallade with Premonition to rearrange the top 5 cards of your deck, and Sensitive Blade for 60, if you played a supporter card from your hand during this turn, your attack does 70 more damage. And the reason why I was really excited about this card is it helps you knock out Darkrai. Like, Darkrai with fighting spells 220 with resistance 240, which is almost impossible to knock out, but with Gallade, you can Sensitive Blade, punch him in the face, and take a knockout, which is pretty amazing. And it's hard for them to do 150 back to your Gallade. And also, with this deck, if you notice, we don't play Ranger, so Toad and Giratina and Jolteon and blah, 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 blah give us a hard time, but with the Marowak, you have Bodyguard. Bodyguard says, prevent all effects of attacks done to you or your hand by your opponent's Pokemon, move any existing effects. I don't know, done to you or your hand, attacks done to you or your hand by your opponent's Pokemon. So yeah, this way, I'm pretty sure it gets around Jolteon. Don't quote me on that. Does Marowak get around Jolteon? That's the question right now. I cannot remember. Alright guys, update. Marowak does not fit Jolteon. Don't know why I thought that, because Jolteon does not do anything to your hand. It's only to your hand. I don't know why I thought that. But the main thing is for Giratina and for Sizer. I apologize for that. Don't know why I said Jolteon. Don't just forget that I said Jolteon. Don't worry about it. But Jolteon, we still can beat it pretty easily. With Gallade, duh. That's why Gallade's in here to beat Jolteon. Man, what am I thinking about right now? I don't know what's going on. But Gallade is for Jolteon. Marowak is for the Sizer Giratina. There we go. Sometimes my brain just messes up, and that was 1 second of it just right then. Alright, so some other Pokemon, of course, Shaymin to help set up, and one Jirachi for the Stellar Guidance, the stretch deck for any supporter card. And there you go, there's all the Pokemon. Like I said, we know what Night March does, we know what Gallade, Marowak, Shaymin, and Jirachi does now. Of course, the deck plays 4 Battle Compressor, discard 3 cards out of your deck, 1 Computer Search for consistency, get any card out of your deck, but you have to discard 2 cards from your hand, 1 Escape Rope, both players switch their active Pokemon, 4 Puzzle of Time to reuse any 2 cards out of your discard pile when you play 2 of these, 1 target will to put a Pokemon from, put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto their bench, and that way you can like re-knock out Shaymins or whatever you want to with target whistle, which is pretty cool. 1 Tool Scrapper to discard two tool cards in play, which could be really nice, like Fighting Free Belts and maybe something else if you want to. Maybe Life Dew, Rock Guard, Bursting Balloons, those could be discarded. 1 Town Map, so make sure we get the right prize cards, which is really, really good in Night March. When you prize like puzzles or DCs or tuning Night Marches, you need a way to see what's in there, which is really good. 4 Trainers Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 via Seeker for max consistency. And as you see, we play 1 Ghetsis, 1 Hex, 1 Lysandre, 1 Archies, or 1 Maxie. Sorry, it's not Archies, it's Maxies. 1 in, 1 Sycamore, 1 Teammates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different supporters, but they're all 1-ofs, but still really a strong combination. You can reuse this with via Seeker and whatever you want. You can get them out turn 1 with Jirachi. So let's go over them. So one of the strongest ones that we need in this deck is the Maxies to get out the Gallade and Marowak. You put a Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench and draw 5 cards, but it has to be the last one in your hand, which is sometimes hard to do, but since we do have Computer Search, Ultra Ball, Battle Compressor, Trainers Mail, we can pretty much get our hand down to one pretty easily, alright? So one Ghetsis, your opponent reveals their hand, and you shuffle all item cards found there into your deck, and then draw for another number of cards you put in there, which is really, really strong in some cases, because like say turn one Ghetsis, your opponent probably has a ton of trainer or item cards in there. Like if you look at it right now, we have like 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25 item cards just right here, which we can automatically shuffle into your opponent's deck, or if your opponent was playing this, you can shuffle back into your deck and draw a number of cards and leave your opponent at a bad hand. So that's why Ghetsis is so strong. Now we do play one Hex Maniac to shut down abilities to the end of your opponent's turn, which could be like Ninja, could be like the Bats, anything like that, which is really strong. One Lysandre, one End, one Sycamore, one Teammates. We know what these cards do. They're pretty easy to... The Teammates is broke. Like, grab any 2 cards in your deck, so good. Like, Teammates... For double puzzle, gaining 2 cards, a discard pile, one of the most broken combos you could do. 3 Dimension Valley, so that way your Night March or your Pumpkaboo can attack for 2 energies instead of 3, which is really strong. 2 Fighting Mode to give your Night Marchers 40 more HP and do 10 more damage. 1 Float Stone and 4 DC. And there you go, guys. There's the Night March Gallade Marowak deck. Now, if you are scared of evolutions, what you could play is Archeops. I'll pull that out real quick. So, Archeops, let's look it up, and here it is. There's the Archeops right here with the Ancient Power. Each player can't play any Pokemon from his or her hand to evolve his or her Pokemon. It could be used if you're scared of like your Ninja, maybe if you're scared of Trevenant, if you're scared of Crobat and Golbat, you could play it in there. I would definitely probably cut the Gallade for it if you want Archeops instead. I think Marowak is definitely needed for like Sidestone and Giratina, because with Sidestone and Giratina, you can Ranger, but Ranger's only for 1 turn. And with Marowak, it's constantly just out there, constantly just bodyguard, saving your hand and making away your opponent, you know, Fake Punch doesn't matter, Chaos Will doesn't matter, you're good to go. So I think if you want to cut one, definitely cut the Gallade. But then your Darkrai matchup becomes weird, and you attack with Joltik instead of Pumpkaboo and stuff like that, so that way the resistance doesn't matter. But it's going to be up to you. Like I said, I think this deck is one of the strongest decks in Expanded. We've seen this before countless times, and I think it's only going to get better until Karen does get that print. And then once Karen comes out, I don't know what's going to happen in Night March. Nobody knows what's going to happen in Night March, but I imagine it will fall off the map. Not completely, but very, very close to completely. But there, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this deck breakdown. Shout out to Stefan one more time for giving me the list. And there we go, guys. Let's see the deck in action, and we'll see what happens with this Night March Gallade Marowak deck. Alright, pretty good. Raikou 1702 playing a Dark and a Colors deck. Now, since they are playing Dark Pokemon, we want to get our Gallade out ASAP to kind of help, like, destroy them. Alright, so tells we won the coin flip. We'll be go first. Alright. And on our turn, yeah, they're playing Darkrai. If we get this turn 1 Gallade out, will be really good. But right now, it does not look like we'll be able to accomplish that unless we top deck a Battle Compressor. Then we can do it. So 2 Pokemon come to the field, 3 Pokemon come to the field, and there is a Ghetsis. Alright, so we'll Ghetsis on the first turn. Escape Rope, Juniper, and in. Alright, so we get 1 card off the young Ghetsis. We get a VS Seeker with Ultra Ball, discard a Hex Maniac and Teammates. With this, we'll grab a Pumpkaboo, and we will probably just pass. We could Escape Rope. No. We'll put that Pumpkaboo and just pass. Alright, so pass on to our opponent's turn. But we know he has an in, he has a Juniper, and it's going to be up to him what does he decide to do. Hopefully he plays that in. But there's a Malamar coming down the field, and a Juniper, discard of the hand, drawn 7 new cards. Put a Dark Energy in the discard pile, but no worry. My opponent probably does play Dark Patch. There's an Ultra Ball, Dark decently active as well, which right now Dark Pulse will be doing 20 times 2. 40 because of weakness. There's a Shaymin coming down, and let's see what will our opponent get off the Shaymin. Imagine he wants to see at least a... Okay, there's a Laser coming down. Heads, we are asleep. Good night, sweet prince. Shaymin coming down, gonna draw 4 new cards, okay? Alright, so Darkrai, he has a ton of HP thanks to the resistance. That's really good. Another Darkrai hit the field, okay? Compressor, going to discard 3 cards out of his deck. So right now, he will not take a knockout. As of right now, he needs some more cards. He needs some more cards to do this. There's a Compressor, 2 Dark Energies go to the discard pile. And can he find some Dark Patches or not? Dark Pulse will only do 40 damage plus Poison 10 damage. Alrighty, in heads, we do wake up onto our turn. What do we get? We get a Battle Compressor, which is great. So Compressor, we will discard two Lampents. And man, I want to play Escape Rope so bad right now, but if we Escape Rope, we might send him another Pokemon. So I'm going to discard those two and a Sycamore. Alright, so our one Sycamore is in the deck. And man, we play Escape Rope, he'll send up somebody else, probably like the Evital or the Zora or the Sableye. So I'm going to put a DC on this guy, and I'm just going to V-Sticker for Sycamore. Discard our hand, draw in 7 new cards. And let's see what can we get with the Sycamore off the 7 new cards. Computer Search, Battle Compressor. Alright, so Computer Search, or Battle Compressor first. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wait, how many Night Marches are in here? 4, 5, 6, 7. So not enough for a knockout. Put down Dimension Valley. We'll put down Computer Search. And discard Jirachi and Joltik. We'll get a Shaymin, okay. I don't think we take a knockout this turn. That'd be pretty crazy if we do. So grab Shaymin, okay. Let's see, because 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we prize a bunch of Night Marchers. We'll put up down Pumpkaboo. Shaymin set up for 5, okay. And let's see, what do we get off the Shaymin? Alrighty, so I think I'm just going to end my turn right now. Pumpkaboo get knocked out, send Pumpkaboo, whatever. Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, we'll let Pumpkaboo get knocked out. Put him go down to 5 price cards, so you can then knock out Pumpkaboo. Go down to 4 price cards. It'll be okay, though. It'll be okay, guys. We got this. Maybe not. Maybe we don't got this, but go Pumpkaboo onto my opponent's turn. I think we did prize a bunch of Night Marchers. I feel like we did, because I don't remember seeing any more Joltiks in the deck, which is the downside of this deck. But maybe, just maybe, there's an Escape Rope. We're going to send him Shaymin, of course. I mean, he could knock out Shaymin, but I'm not too concerned about him knocking out Shaymin. Like, it could happen easily. So there's a DCE right now. Zorak will not take a knockout. It'll do 3, 6, 7. So there's a Juniper. Go and discard the hand. Draw 7 new cards. Discard some more Dark Energies. So 6 Darks in the discard pile. 1 Laser. Ultra Ball. Go and discard 2 cards. And I imagine we'll see a Zora come out into play. Alright, Zora and a Megaphone. Alright, I'm glad we didn't put down that Fighting Free Ball, because you could put down, oh, a Brutal Bash. Ooh, baby, 20, 40, 60, 80. That's still not enough for knockout. Is it 20 for times the number of Dark Pokemon you play? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Dark Energy. Going down that guy, okay. Yeah, this is not going to be enough for a knockout. So Dark Energy going down to the other Dark guy, okay. He could attack with this guy, but even that's not a knockout. So 100 damage. Shaymin taking a hit, being a tank right now. Alright, so in our turn, we get a Puzzle of Time. Alrighty, so how do we want to do this? We could get a Gallade out right now. But I really want a Lysandre to knock out the Shaymin. That too much to ask? Is that being too greedy? Let's see. Will Trainers Mail? Looking for the Float Stone. Okay, so no Float Stone. We got Tool Scrapper or whatever. Like I said, we can Lysandre or bring up the Shaymin. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double puzzle. Alright, put 2 cards in my discard pile into your hand. And with this, we'll grab the Escape Rope. And we'll grab Computer Search. Okay, so we'll get those 2 cards. We will Escape Rope. He'll bring up a new Pokemon. I don't care who he sends up. Regardless, we're licensed to bring Shaymin to take a knockout this turn. Alright. So, let's see. Who does our opponent bring up? That is the question. But regardless, we'll send him Shaymin. Oh, he just sends it to Shaymin regardless? What? What? What is going on right now? Oh my goodness. Alright, so I really want to get this Maxie's off, but we can't right now. That is very unfortunate. We can Ultra Ball and discard 2, but we don't have a way to get out. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2, and with this I'm gonna grab a Shaymin. Okay. And let's see, can we get a Gallade up this turn? That's a serious question by my opponent. So put down Shaymin, set up for 5 new cards, okay. And let's see, what do we get off the Shaymin? Okay, so we can Ultra Ball, discard 1, 2, get a Gallade, and Computer. Yeah, so we can get out this turn. We can Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2. Get out the Gallade. We'll have to discard a DC, but whatever, we'll be fine. We'll Computer Search, discard Gallade and DCE. Is that our 3rd DCE though? That's the only downside. So we have one DCE left. We do have, oh, we have one puzzle prized. Ooh, this could be spicy. So I'm gonna grab Joltik. Just get out of our deck. We'll put that guy down, and we will Maxie's get out the Gallade. It's a very confusing play, is why my opponent sent the Shaymin. I don't care, whatever. Alright, so Compressor, we'll play that. Discard 3 cards out of our deck. We don't need, like, I guess Town Map could be used, so we don't need Battle Compressor for sure. We'll keep Trainers Mail, we'll keep Float Stone, we'll keep Shaymin. So we discard those. We'll Trainers Mail. Looking for Town Map, alright, so nothing. We will Premonition, rearrange top 5 cards of our deck. We'll put the Puzzle Time, Shaymin, afterwards. Alright, so we'll put those 3. And we will Night March for the knockout, okay. Alright, so take a knockout on that Shaybe. We'll go down to 4 prize cards, so 1 and 2. And there's a Via Seeker and a Puzzle of Time. Alright, so we can next turn double puzzle for 2 DCEs, and be okay. Like, wow, why did my opponent send the Shaymin? I don't know. Bazaar coming down the field, okay. So what we can do, he'll Brutal Bash for the knockout, whatever. Go down to 4 price cards, doing 240 damage to that Zarg. But whatever. I'm going to send up Gallade. Yeah, I'm going to send up Gallade this turn. Alright, so send up Gallade. On our turn, we are going to double puzzle. Alright. Put 2 cards, 2 copies in our discard on our hand, whatever. We'll grab double DCE. The 1-2. We will DCE this guy. Via Seeker for Lysandre. Alright, we're gonna bring up a we're gonna bring up this Dark Eye with the DCE. And we're gonna Sensitive Blade for the knockout. Alright, so we got a Premonition first. Premonition! We'll put a Target Whistle on top of the deck. That could be really good to get out Shaymin, and then Via Seeker for Lysandre to the Joltik for the knockout. So do that. Well, Sensitive Blade for the knockout, going down to 2 price cards. Gallade, put it into work now, and owns my opponent's turn. What can they do? They need to end us. There's a Joltik and a Pumpkaboo. So like I said, there's a bunch of Night Marches in your discard pile. So onto our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. They're going to draw a card in. Do they have an in or not? If they don't, well, top deck that Dark Whistle. There's a Laser right now. Brutal Bash in 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, no, 110 right now. Okay, we see Super Rod gonna get 3 cards out of the discard pile. So Shaymin, Darkrai, and a Dark Energy. They have another Shaymin in there. They don't. So now Target Whistle play is no more. There's a Brutal Bash for 100, and do we wake up or not is my question. Let's see it. Heads, we do wake up. That is fantastic. So on our turn, what we can do is we can Via Seeker for a Lysandre, and we can bring him that Darkrai for the game. So give me that Darkrai-EX, and Glade will take the win. Since the Blade is proven to be very, very strong, even though we prize multiple Night Marches, you can see why Glade is included in this deck, and it can help you out against these Darkrai decks, which sometimes are kind of hard to deal with, but there we go, guys. But we'll see one more game with this Night March Archeops deck. Hopefully we do not prize a bunch of Night Marchers, and actually we see Night March take a game, and there we go. Glade being, like, Glade has to be MVP, right? Stats, MVP was Gallade. There we go. We did 400 damage. We would have done like another 300 or something. I'm not sure how much we would have done. But there we go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll see one more game with the deck here in a second. We'll see what happens. Alright, putting against Jimbo, Axel playing a Psychic, Grass, and a Colors deck. And they're calling the coin flip. Let's see who gets to go. Oops, sorry, hiccup. Tells. Alright, we won the coin flip. Yes, I would love to go first. Sorry about that hiccup. I don't know what's wrong with me. Alright, but gonna get 7 cards in our hand. Alright, so this is not the greatest start. We got Joltik, Pumpkaboo, so we'll start Joltik, put down Pumpkaboo, and we will Town Map to see what's in our discard pile. Maybe prize cards. So, there's a Spinarak. Okay, so put down Pumpkaboo, Town Map to see what's in there, and there's 2 DCs in a Joltik. Alright, so we will Hex Maniac, and we'll pass. Alright, so that was a great turn 1. Just kidding. Alright, so Spinarak in the act spot. We had Hex Maniac, so they cannot use Shaybays. They cannot use Hoopa. They can't use anything like that. But man, 2 DCEs. Ghetsis as well in Joltik. So Love Ball. Gonna search your deck for any card or any Pokemon with 90 HP or less, which could be Snivy. No, Zubat. Okay, so they're playing maybe Sceptile Bats is what I'm thinking. So Zubat coming down. Okay. Now, the way we approach this matchup is... well, Joltik gets knocked out. As I was going to say, we Hex Maniac to kind of shut down abilities that way. So, that coming down. Grass Synergy as well. Okay. And there's a screenshot. Tells we're not paralyzed, but the poison will knock us out, unfortunately. Alright, so heads. We do wake up, but the laser with the Verbeek does knock us out. Opponent goes out of 5 prize cards. Own Tone Pumpkaboo. Let's see what happens, and there's a puzzle time. Well, alright, so we'll Dimension Valley. Be a Seeker for Hex Maniac. And we'll Night March for 20 damage. I guess we'll puzzle time to rearrange top 3 cards. Alright, we'll put Ultra Ball on top. These 2 right here. And I'm just going to pass. Alright, and the reason why I pass is because we're going to top deck Ultra Ball, get Shaymin out, and then have 1 DC to work with. Things are going bad right now. But we're going to try our best. There's an Ariados coming out, which it cannot use Poison's Nest because, you know, it's been hexed, okay? So, it could impound. Oh, if they get a Grass Energy Verbank Laser, they can win the game right now, but impound for the knockout. Oh my goodness. Alright, so the fighting for going down to Zubat. Don't care about that too much. Show me an in. Show me an. Okay, nope, Sycamore. Alright, discard the Lysandre and a Grass. Okay, they could have put the Grass Energy in Ariados. Get the Verbank, get the Laser, win the game right now, but opponent is going to opt not to do that. Another Spinner coming down. Okay. What is my opponent playing? Retreats to Zubat. Trainers Mail. Okay. What are we playing against? Like, so far, Ariados, Zubat. I'm so confused right now. But regardless, our hand is bad. Our price cards are bad. 1 puzzle time, so we have 2 puzzles. Man, things are just not looking good for us this game. But maybe we'll be able to pull it off. So there's a VS Secret on their hand with the Trainers Mail. Okay. There's a skill die for 20 damage. On our turn, we'll top deck the Ultra Ball. We'll Ultra Ball, discard Lysandre in the DC, and with this, we'll get out a Shaymin. Come save me, Shaymin. Thank you, buddy. Alright, so grab Shaymin. Put that down. Set up for 6 new cards in our hand. And let's see, what can we find? Alright, so we get Ultra Ball, discard Lampent Joltik, and we'll find a Pumpkaboo. Come to me, Pumpkaboo. We'll put that guy down. We will Tool Scrapper, get rid of that Fighting Fear Belt. Okay, get rid of that thing, press done. We will Trainers Mail, look at top cards of our deck. We'll grab a Compressor. And with the Compressor, we'll discard some Night Marchers and the Sycamore. Alright, so see 2 Lampets and show me the Sycamore. There we go. And we are going to Shaymin set up for 6 new cards. Alright, so look, we had bad starts, but now we're going somewhere. Alright, so Shaymin set up for 6. There's the DC. There we go. Alright, so Compressor, with Compressor, we'll discard a Lampent, Marowak, and Gallade. Alrighty, so there we go. Put a DC in the active. And we will Night March for the knockout, doing a billion damage. Alrighty, there we go. So 120 is being dealt right now. We're going to take a DC just in case they do knock us out. We have another DC ready to go. We could maybe grab puzzle time, so that way we could team us for another puzzle. But right now we have 1 DC in the discard pile. So I think grabbing the 1 DC right now is the better thing. So Grass Energy goes to the active. We could see a String Shot. Poison's Nest, going to poison our Pumpkaboo. Okay. I am still curious as to what our opponent is playing. There's a Zeros to get into that DCE. Really now. So String Shot heads. Alrighty. So on our turn, we get a Joltik. I think I'm just going to pass. Like, whatever. Poison, whatever. Alright, so if we're up to 40, on to our opponent's turn. What are we playing against? Is this an Ariados Crobat deck? What is happening? I don't even know, but our opponent is getting, man, the String Shot heads. Alright, so they're crashing to the active, okay. Okay. We could see an impound if they do evolve. Is this, I think, a Scramble Switch? Oh my goodness. Scramble Switch into the Ariados, okay. We'll see impound for the knockout, but we can knock him out this turn. We have DC in our hand, which is great. Alright, so let's see. Does he have an in? He hasn't played it in yet. He's played Zerosic, Sycamore, Lysandre, no in. I am so curious as to what our opponent is playing. I still just don't know, but they will go up on price cards. Go down to 4. Alright, let's see. What does Jimbo have for us? They've already played their A-Spec, which is Scramble Switch. Which I just don't know what's happening. I just don't know what we're playing against and why is this happening to us. But whatever. Whatever. We'll make it work. And let's see what Jimbo has. Jimbo, don't you let us down, Jimbo. You better. Okay, there's a VS sticker for a Sycamore. Go to discard their hand. Draw 7 new cards. Let's see what do they find. Discards a Golbat Grass. Okay. Guys, we're still trying to figure out what our opponent's playing. There's another Ariados coming down. Okay. Alright, there's a Love Ball. Probably grabbing a Zubat. Yep, there's a Zubat. Okay. Alrighty. So, there's a Zubat coming down. Okay. Ultra Ball. Will we finally see a Pokemon? Alright, so Ghetsis and being discarded. Okay. And let's see, what do they find? Sceptile EX. So they're playing a Mega Sceptile deck. So Mega Sceptile. Well, it might just be Sceptile Bats. So impound for the knockout. Doing 30. Okay. He goes down to 4 price cards. We'll send it to Pumpkaboo. And we'll take a knockout, go down to 4, and then we'll have to knock out the Sceptile. So on our turn, what do we get? We get a Dimension Valley. So what I'm going to do is put down Pumpkaboo. I'm going to Teammates. And with Teammates, we're going to grab a Puzzle and a VS Seeker, okay? Put those 2 cards in our hand. Put a DCE. And I'm going to Night March. Yeah, I'm going to Night March for the knockout. And with this, I'm going to take a Puzzle out of our prize cards. Alrighty, so give me that Puzzle of Time. Yep, we'll grab Puzzle of Time. So, onto my opponent's turn, they might send him Sceptile, but can we take a knockout the following turn? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 160. So we do not have enough for a knockout right now, but we can't find a fighting field to take a knockout. There's a Poison's Nest. Going to poison both Pokemon. He can put down a Golbat though, and he can use Sleep Poison for 10. Which is not enough for a knockout just yet. Golbat coming down, put a 20, probably active, like I said. There we go. He gets Skill Dive for, he gets Skill Dive for 20. And then, we'll still be okay. Alright, so treats his Sceptile, okay, never mind. He's doing a different route, different plan of action, alright. So, VS Seeker, or a Ghetsis, oh my goodness, so he's gonna Ghetsis. Alright, that's a great Ghetsis there. Alright, so gets rid of our Puzzle Times. I can dig it. Alright, Fighting Field going down to Sceptile, making it even harder for us to knock it out. Great. That's what I'd like to see, okay? And we have no DCs left as well. 2 are in here. 2, we have 1 left somewhere. Oh, we have 1 left on the active. Duh. Verbeek Seated Jill coming down. And does my opponent find a Grass Energy? That's the big question. Another Sceptile hitting the field. And nope, just a Poison for 30, bringing it to 50 HP left. So on our turn, what do we get? There's a Target Whistle. So let's play the Target Whistle. And with this, we'll get out Spinarak. We don't want Zubat coming down. We'll put down Dimension Valley. And we're going to Shaymin set up for 5 new cards. Alright, let's see what happens with this Shaybay. Alright, so there's an Escape Rope. Trainers Mail. Let's Trainers Mail. Let's look and see what's the top 4 cards. There's a Maxie's, a VS Seeker. So grab VS Seeker. Okay. We'll Float Stone to Shaymin. Ultra Ball, discard Joltik and the Escape Rope. And we'll grab Pumpkaboo. Okay, so grab Pumpkaboo. Trying to see if we can take a knockout this turn. I believe that we can. We'll grab Pumpkaboo. Okay. There's 1 Night March. Yeah, we're going to VS Seeker for a Sycamore. Going to discard our hand. Drawing 7 new cards. And see what can we find with this Sycamore. Don't let me down. And it did not let me down. So what we can do is we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 180. Yeah. So we can double puzzle. Put 2 cards from discard pile in our hand, and with this we can grab a wait, hold on. A DCE and a Tool Scrapper. We're gonna grab Dimension Valley. I'm kind of contemplating getting the Dimension Valley, but we know one's not prized. No, let's grab Dimension Valley. I think it'd be better. We'll grab Dimension Valley. We will, if we fight for the active, okay. We'll Tool Scrapper, get rid of this guy. Alright, we'll press it done. Discard that guy, and we'll go for a Night March. Alright, so take a knockout, going down to 2 prize cards. He thought the Sceptile was safe, but it was not. So take a DCE and a Joltik, maybe? Let's take Ghetsis. Alright, so there we go. Take 2 prize cards. Pumpkaboo gets hit by poison, but we can win next turn. So Pumpkaboo hit for poison, alright? Oh no, we should take the Joltik. 9, 10, 11, 17, 19, 11. Okay, we can knock out Sceptile next turn, but we gotta get a Fighting Fuel if he does get a Fighting Fuel on that guy. Yeah, we should have grabbed Joltik to discard that to do a 220. So there's Zubat coming down, okay. Alrighty. Let's see what's going to happen. We do have a VS Seeker for Lysandre. Bring out that Sceptile to win the game next turn. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen. What will my opponent do? Oh, things are very scary now. So Crobat coming down, going to put 30 damage, probably on the active, I imagine is what we're going to say. There we go. He'll go down to 3 price cards. We'll send in the Shaymin. Oh, we have 28. Oh, man, that Fighting Spell is saving us right now. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so Sycamore, and we will win this game. Unless he gets another Fighting Spell on this Sceptile, the things will become very complicated. We just gotta hope that does not happen. We just gotta hope that does not happen. Do not fighting for your build. The Sceptile! Alright, because if you're fighting for the Sceptile, we made a misplay. Unless we have another Night Marcher left. 2, 3, 4. Nope, no more left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we'll be short. We just gotta hope he does not get a Fighting Pro on that Sceptile. Just gotta hope. Maybe if he does, we'll get another Fighting Pro. That could work as well. Okay, we just gotta wait. We just gotta wait and see what happens. What will our opponent do? What will Jimbo do to us? There's an Ultra Ball. Gonna grab 2 cards out of his discard pile. And let's see, does he get a Shaymin? If he gets Shaymin, we automatically win. We have VS Seeker for Lysandre with the DC and Dimension Valley. We just gotta wait though, guys. Don't get too excited yet, Josh. Let's see. Man, this game was weird. Like, we turned one, like Aridos and Spinarak are attacking us. I didn't know what was going on. Oh my goodness, I was so confused. But let's see, what does Ultra Ball give Jimbo right here? I feel like we won this game. Alright, so it looks like he doesn't get him anything. It doesn't look like he does play the Mega. Looks like he is. Okay, there's Skill Dive for 30. Oh, actually gonna hit the bench for 30. Poison, knocking out the active, but we have the game right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send Pumpkaboo. And we will win this game. Go, Pumpkaboo. On to our turn. We have the VS Seeker for Lysandre. Wait, is Lysandre discard pile? It is. Alright, so VS Seeker, if it wasn't, we could Jirachi for Lysandre regardless. So let's get that Lysandre. Bring that Sceptile up to the active spot. We'll put a DC on it, and we will Night March for 200 damage. We almost made the misplay, but not grabbing that Joltik. If we would have put a Fighting Spell down on it, we would have lost this game. But there you go, guys. There's the Night March deck. Like, we even had a bad start, and once you get out of it, you're good to go. You can see why this deck is so good and why it's one of the strongest decks in Expanded. Like I said, people have been asking me what's good in Expanded. I think this deck is one of the best decks, especially since Karen has not been printed yet, and I don't think it's going to be legal for the first weekend. I don't know when Karen comes out, but I think it's not legal for the first weekend of regionals, which is what people are really wanting to play. There you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this Night March Gallade Marowak deck. Like I said earlier, you could play Archeops if you're scared of evolutions, but right now we are not playing it in the deck. I want to get a shout out to Stefan Erickson for giving me the list. But guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.